Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at the new structure deck. This is the first look at the new structure deck, Lost R, and it's going to have a Dark Hyperion and a Hyperion Synchro. So if you guys are hyped about agents and fairies coming back to the game, drop a like on this video because some of the stuff actually looks pretty dang good. So anyways, like I said, structure deck, Lost R Sanctuary. I'm not sure the release date on this yet for the OCG, but anyways, agents are going to be arriving back into the game with this new stuff apparently. So let's go ahead and check out the first card, which is going to be, of course, this new Synchro monster that we have up on the screen with 3,200 attack, 2,600 defense points. This is the Master Flare Hyperion, so a new super boss fairy, because it's level 10. I mean, it's got to be good, right? So fairy synchro effect, and its summon requirements require you to have 1 tuner and 1 plus non-tuner fairy monsters, and it says that you can only use this card's name first and second effects each once per turn. The first part of the effect is you get to send the agent monster or one monster that specifically lists the sanctuary in the sky in its text from your hand, deck, or extra deck to the graveyard. Until the end phase, this card's name becomes the sent monster's original name and replaces this effect with that monster's original effects. So can you use his effect to send another one, because it has Sanctuary of the Tide in its text, in the card's text, right? That is from the extract. I don't know, maybe you can. The second part is when an opponent activates a card or an effect as a quick effect, you can banish a fairy monster from your hand or graveyard, then target one card on the field and banish it. Okay, interesting effect. I think it needs to negate that effect and then banish that card, or, you know, banishing another card could be still really good too, as long as you negate that. I really feel like that kind of needs to exist, but there are so many agent monsters that you guys probably didn't even see any of them see play, because they were just simply, it was just too hard to get out some of these monsters. But let's check out some of their effects in a moment here. I want to check out the next boss monster, because you're getting double bosses. They're getting a Synchro, and then you have the new Majesty Hyperion, which is the new Dark Hyperion. Anyways, so it's a dark fairy effect, so you can mix in chaos now. Okay, so it's level 8, 2,100 attack, and 2,700 defense points, and it says that you can only special summon by the first procedure of this card's name once per turn. So the first part of the effect is you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard by banishing one of the agent monster from your hand, field, or graveyard. The second part is your opponent takes any damage you have taken from battles involving fairy monsters instead. The third part of the effect is once per turn, you have to banish one fairy monster from your hand or graveyard, then target one card in either graveyard and banish it. If Sanctuary on the Sky is on the field or in the graveyard, you can activate this effect up to twice per turn. Okay, that's a pretty good effect. That lets you manipulate the fairies really easy to get the right number for specifically Christia, which is one of like the best cards that fairies have. And then, I mean, the card in either graveyard and banish it. I mean, if this effect was a quick effect though, this would be a little bit better, because again, it's more active during your opponent's turn. I think that that's what it needed to be really good. I mean, banishing double from the graveyard, it's still not a bad effect, but it's still what I would consider too slow. And if it had 0 attack, maybe it would have been a little bit better. It's just involving all fairies, which would technically include itself, which makes me think if you are able to summon like a lot of cards, right? If you like do Valhalla of the Fallen, you get this card out, or you can get Venus out, get all the shine balls and just crash into them. You could even do something like arm, equip it to your opponent. You could do some weird stuff. I'm pretty sure that you could actually OTK your opponent with mystical shine balls. There's going to be a combo. I guarantee you someone's going to do it. This is the effect that I kind of like with it instead. But anyways, next up though, we still have some more cards, but I do want to go ahead and check up on these agents, because actually we're getting new agents. Okay, really awesome. So there's new agents coming back into the game. So it's any card, because I need to go over this before I review this, because I still think that some of these will be really good. But let's go into the agents that we don't know. So we have Saturn, which makes it so it halves, right? If your love points are higher than your opponent's, you can contribute it to inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference. Okay, so that card could be pretty dang good. Is that the only one? I guess Mars didn't really see too much play. I know that it was pretty much just Earth and Venus. Those were the only cards that people really played, but yeah, I guess it was just this one, because I remember there was someone that was playing this one, I'm pretty sure. This card's not too bad too, because it happens to be a tuner, but this card specifically, if you're able to tribute and make a game and then your opponent takes all the damage, you can maybe pull off something nasty with this as a combo. But we got new agents over here. So the Agent of Life Neptune. Okay, so here's the artwork. It's going to be a level 1, 0 attack, and 600 defense points. Okay, this effect is looking a lot better when your opponent takes all the battle damage from the fairies now that it's 0. So you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of the effect says you can discard this card to special summon one the agent monster from your hand or graveyard, except for the Agent of Life Neptune. But it cannot be tributed until the end of your opponent's turn, but you can still do whatever you want with it. Okay, if you send around this guy in the field or in the graveyard, you can special summon one Hyperion monster instead. Oh wow, that could be really good. And the second effect is, if this card becomes banished, you get to add a Sanctuary in the Sky from your deck to your hand. This is so helpful because this card, of course, people want to run this card, but it's from a hand or a graveyard. If this specifically allowed you to get it from the deck, then we're looking at the deck being like uber S tier, and it has so much more consistency. But the problem that the deck had is that so many of the cards required Sanctuary in the Sky, and that was just a -1 for the most part. You could even play like, what is it, Hecatrice? Is it Hecatrice? There's one card that lets you. Oh no, it was there's one card that you discard. He has like 2100 attack if I remember correct, but he like dies if Sanctuary in the Sky is not on the field. If you guys know what I'm talking about, that card, like if you played that, like I don't know, it just felt like the deck could go super minus. You'd brick a lot of times, but this adds a lot more consistency. I think there might be other cards that count as Sanctuary in the Sky, and then these are other reprints as well as other, I guess, compatible cards. So we have Master Hyperion. Okay, the Saturn's a good card, and Mercury and Mars. No one really play that. Sometimes people played one copy of Jupiter. I remember for Uranus. And then Mystical Shine Ball, and obviously Sanctuary in the Sky, cards from the sky, Earth, Venus. Okay, so in terms of like the cards right now, we probably will be getting some more other support, but I think the support is looking pretty good so far. I just think that this needs to be a quick effect that also negates that effect. I mean, it's just natural in Yu-Gi-Oh to require all these things. This needed to be a quick effect. If these were going to be coming back in the game and realistically affecting the meta, especially with the new birds. Have you guys seen the new birds? That deck is way powerful. But I don't know. Let me know, guys, what you think of the new stuff down below in the comment section below. Do you guys think the new agent stuff is going to be shifting up the game at all, or is it just going to be one of those things where it's like a structure deck, you know, whatever, it's going to pass over? I think we'll have to wait. For me personally, I kind of want to wait, but obviously we're going to answer the question now. But I think that this card, being able to make it so your opponent takes any battle damage involving any fairy monsters, is there a way to boost up? Oh, you know what? I'm thinking about the combo. There's a combo where you get to boost up like a monster stat. I remember people were doing it with Mystical Shine Ball and a Kaiju. Do you guys remember that combo? There's a card that like you get to boost all your normal monsters up, I believe. Someone comment down below on what that card is, because the only way I see this being like cool is if you summon this card, because it's not that difficult to summon, right? You can go Venus, you get triple Shine Balls, and you just special summon it by banishing any agent from your hand or field or graveyard. So that's a really easy summon condition, and then all you have to do is somehow boost up your opponent's monster. Heck, you can, I don't know, is there like a, I'm trying to think of Mega Buff. Anyways, there's going to be some combos. Someone's going to figure out something stupid with this, but anyways, nonetheless, let's go and wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on it. If you guys know the combo, there is definitely going to be some combos with this. Let me know in the comment section below what it is, and we'll get you guys some gameplay of it very soon. But thanks for watching, and if you guys want to be up to date on more of the new stuff, because there's going to be more announcements for this new fairy stuff, it's definitely pretty hype. And you're new here, subscribe, turn on that bell, and you'll definitely see more very soon. But take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next vid. I'm out. Peace.